Great to have you in this lecture. I'm quickly going to show you the drip feature. So it's only available in the paid plan. Then it says drip allows you to publish lectures over a period of time based on the number of days after your students enroll. This is a very interesting feature because this means if you, let's say you have a coaching program and you just have students, you have a specific amount of students, just to make it easy. Let's say you have 50. They all start at the same time. They all start in August, and it's a 3-month program, and you have 3 modules. So you are going to make the first module available to them in August. Then that should motivate all of them to work on that module for a month. Maybe you have live sessions or you have other things. It can also be if you have a course. It doesn't only apply to a coaching service. And then in September, you roll out the second module to them, and in October, the third. It can also be completely automatic. So let us have a look at what Teachable says about this. So let's see. You can choose to release your published lecture sections on a specific date or a specific amount of days after a student enrolls. This means that a student will not be able to access this lecture section until it has been dripped to them. Of course, you would need to communicate this to them. You know, this can only happen if it makes sense for the course or the coaching service that you have and that you've mentioned it in your advertising. Important, drip is released by sections. Individual lectures cannot be released by drip. I think that would be too complicated. If you would like to drip individual lectures, you should create each lecture within its own section. And then it says, if a lecture section is to be dripped on a specific date or a specific amount of days after enrollment, it will be released at midnight, universal time coordinated of the specific date, amount of days after enrollment. Email announcements, if enabled, will be sent out at 3 p.m. and so on and so forth. Yeah, let's have a look down here. So you get as a student, you get clear information. It says available in 28 days. So that can get your student excited and they know exactly what to expect. Yeah, here you need to be very good with time zones. It says keep in mind that one date in UTC may be another date in your local time zone. So of course, when you communicate with your teachers, you have to know all the times, like what you're promising them. As I said already, this is a feature that can be interesting for some of you. And if you just have a normal course, of course, you want your student to be able to plan how they want to work on it on their own schedule. But I think this is very good that Teachable offers this. And if I would do this, I would really also make use of the email announcements so that your student don't miss the start date and the end date. So let's say you just have 1 month where they can work through the information that you've offered. So I'm going to leave the link in the description of the tutorial, or you can just go to support.teachable.com and then look for drip content. As always, I really hope that this was useful to you. Please leave a comment, leave a question if you have any, and then see you in the next lecture.